So AH deletes herself on what is JD Day. That's right. Notice this here. Her account, it is gone. Notice what's trending? JD Day. You couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. Now the world, it is definitely taking notice too. And you and I, we are going to talk about that reaction. And you know what's really crazy about this? The problems on the platform. They seem to start when a Rocket Man takes over. There are other huge losses that are contributing to this as well, I'm sure. Oh man, I mean, this is crazy times, huh? This is crazy times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. By the way, I hope you are doing excellently. Me, I don't know which is more shocking. The fact that she deleted herself from Twitter, or the fact that so far we're talking about hours into this, you don't have her PR team, you don't have her girlfriend mouthpiece, anybody else linked to her team going full bore, blaming this on other people. What that says to me is that she knows she has problems. She knows she has big problems at that. And like I said, I think one of the major problems in this has to do with a certain Rocket Man. Now, as far as that Rocket Man claim is concerned too, I do not want you taking my word on that. You don't have to at all. I mean, we can prove this metrically. We go to socialblade.com. We put in her account. Remember, they have problems checking YouTube because YouTube's metrics, I mean, they're all over the place. Twitter, though, it's pretty basic. I mean, all you have here is a date. So you have the date itself, followers. You have lifetime follower accounts plus daily plus or minuses. And the same thing goes for following. That's how many people you're following, and tweets, lifetime and daily. Now, when you get into the real numbers, though, the historical numbers, this is when you see the Rocket Man effect. Why? Well, if you go all the way back to the beginning of AH's account, that's going to be October 2017. Guess what? She never loses followers. And remember, by the way, that is in the height of a certain hashtags era. You can follow this too. You'll notice when the op-ed comes up, she gets 25,630 followers. That's the major bump that she has. She never loses, though, despite everything that she's done to JD, all of the negative headlines. In fact, when you get into the trial itself, you see the account really flourish. I mean, in March, right before it kicks up, you're talking 1,396 followers. But when April rolls around, that's going to be the first month of the trial, you pick up 15,556 subscribers. May, over double that comes in at 39,920 followers. June, that's going to be the final month of the trial, the decision rolling in, plus the immediate aftermath. You get over double again at 89,632. Even after this straightens out in July, you don't expect as much growth, especially since she's not tweeting at all, but she still picks up 5,336. And then the last month that she sees positive gains, that will be August, 1,677 followers. After that, a curious thing happens, something that has never experienced. In September, you see negative follower counts. The count drops off by 84 followers. The next month, in October, you get closer to 1,000 followers dropped off. And if you look at the numbers that are charting right now, again, all of that's in a certain Rocket Man's territory. You'll see on the 20th, negative 26, the 21st, negative 8, 22nd, negative 21, 23rd, negative 11. Some of these numbers are high too. I mean, some of them, they reach over 50, 3 or 4 times. You have almost 100 one time, over 100 twice here, for a total in the last 30 days of over 900 lost. She would have definitely lost over 1,000 in this month. Again, that's a huge problem for her. It looks like she's not being protected anymore, and I'm sure that her ego, it can't handle that under the Rocket Man regime. Now, what's fascinating about that is it seems to indicate that she might not have the platform protections afforded to her before the Rocket Man took over. And if that's the case, then we would be talking about the appeal. That comes up the day after she deletes. I'm sure there's stuff in that she doesn't want the world to see. You have everything that's coming up about her insurer, by the way. You know, the fact that they're suing her. She's saying that she's not a resident of the United States. She's sold off everything and fled the country. And on top of that, too, she's afraid of what her former defense counsel is going to say. I mean, she notes that in black and white here. And again, no protections. That means, the world might actually find out. Now, speaking of a worldwide audience, people the world over have noticed this deletion. They've been talking about it enough that this has started to trend everywhere. And like people are pointing out, it's really interesting that this comes up on JD Day. I thought that was fascinating too. I mean, I had the deletion on one side, I have the trending tag on the other. It just seemed really fitting. Now, as if that isn't enough for AH, you have other people putting together the pieces of the puzzle that we talked about. You know, that certain Rocket Man and AH, how they went from spending $6 million on an ambassadorship title, one that got her an op-ed, got her in front of the public, got her tens of thousands of people, to a place where she deletes herself because it looks like everything's falling apart, and it's doing so on his watch. That says that they're probably going to go really, really bad for her going forward, because she's not going to be able to control narrative. She's not going to be protected by the platform. Let me know, though, what do you think about this? And as always, I appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. I can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way. Links are in the description. We could always use your help. But you being here, that is the biggest help of all. Thank you. Appreciate you. Ending here. See you soon.